Hi, everyone, and welcome back. It is Sunday, March 19th, and we're going to talk about soulmate compatibility here with the shift regarding Saturn having had moved into Pisces. And I would talk last year about it bringing soulmate relationships into fruition, that happily ever after, that 10 of Cups that represents Pisces, that soul families reunited, or your happiest relationship, your most fulfilling relationships with Saturn can bring in these 3 years for people. Now, and we're going to talk about what Saturn rules regarding relationships. Now, remember, Saturn rules traditional relationships, meaning that it's going to be a committed relationship. You're going to be living with the person, or you're going to be married to the person, or both, like that. Traditional in that way. Now, because Saturn doesn't really do like, cause when we look at Capricorn, and this is most definitely favorable for them, their sign, because it's ruled by Saturn, it really doesn't do all that dating stuff without the intention of it leading to a committed relationship like that. It would prefer to skip all of that and find the one, and the commitment part starts. It's a very serious sign because remember Capricorn is the oldest of the earth signs like that. You have Taurus, that's the youngest. Then you have Virgo, that's the middle. And then you have Capricorn, that is the oldest of the earth sign. Even though Virgo is the hermit. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And so that denotes in itself wisdom. And Saturn likes Virgo. I talked about that on the podcast about 6th house positivity that is going to come in. Because when Saturn went into Pisces on the 7th, we were also having a full moon in Virgo like that. So Virgo has a favorable position because it's a sister sign of Capricorn, which is what Saturn rules. And because of the energy that Virgo carries, that hermit, that wisdom, that older energy, wisdom being gained through experience in that overall vibration. Now, so there's a lot of favor there. And I talked about that in the podcast. But so Saturn ruling that, and serious maturity, because it rules Capricorn. Serious, mature, committed. Earthbound relationships, because Saturn rules the third dimensional state of consciousness, and Capricorn is earthbound like that. As above, so below, like that. Earthbound, experiencing it. That 10th house being about your status, your marital status, your earthly status, all of that. So it's going to be a very favorable time period romantically for a lot of people, especially you all that want committed relationships. Most definitely favorable for Capricorns, especially those that are coming out of that cleared their karmic cycle. It would have been a 7-year cycle for some, and the intensity of the 3 years, or it would have been a 3-year cycle for some, but it would have been within that 7-year period. Knowing how to verbalize, as I stated, what they don't want. Now, most specifically. Now, it's like, because Saturn is about self-mastery, so you have to verbalize what you don't want. That means you're bidding farewell to the energy. You recognize it, you bid it farewell, you don't carry that vibration. And then, free from that, verbalize it out into the ethers. Because remember, Saturn is practicality. You have to write it or speak it like that. Now, you can't just think it with Saturn or feel it like that. You have to write or speak it so it can become as above, so below, earthbound, hitting and introducing itself into the third dimensional state of consciousness. Now, so that speaking would be being able to have those communications and bid the energy farewell. The path that they walk in the third dimensional state of consciousness is over. Now I know what I don't want. I know who I've become. Like that. God have gotten into more alignment. That energy is gone. Now introducing, open to what they do want. Now, and it's going to be favorable time period, and you all are going to be coming across these people. So it would be like that. And remember, Saturn is not like that emotional fluffy fluff, or that in the ethers and living through the emotional. Remember, Saturn is enemy to the moon. So it would be that, like how my moon is in Capricorn, Saturn, and that's the polar opposite to Cancer, where the moon is supposed to be. Like that. So it is like Saturn in the, because with Saturn, it rules the third dimensional state of consciousness. It rules everybody's karma. Everybody has a Saturn return. So, and it rules purpose, your status here, what you came to do, which is soul's growth and evolution, learning certain lessons, and going into a blissful life will be your reward. And it rules that self-mastery that keeps you self-contained, self-actualized, so that you can be productive as it relates to getting what you want. That's romantic and non-romantic, whatever brings you emotional fulfillment, like that. It doesn't like that the emotions interfering with that and getting in the way. That's what it teaches maturity, like that. And about the not being caught up in emotional dramas of what you cannot change. Only interacting in emotional dramas where there's a practical solution to that can help create change. Just like if we take Aquarius moon sign, and I've been a moon sign person since I started this work. I always talk about the moon sign because the moon sign is who you are innately, like that. When you're by yourself, when you're alone, is your emotional nature. That's why I always talk about the moon sign. It's your emotional nature. It's how you nurture yourself emotionally, is how you nurture others emotionally, is how you want to be nurtured emotionally. So it's very important. Just like if we take Aquarius moon that is also co-ruled by Saturn. I used to be adamant about it being ruled by Saturn. A lot of astrologers, they don't want it to be the ruler of Aquarius because they think of Aquarius being free from traditional stuff. Some Aquarius can be quite traditional. With Saturn being the co-ruler, that's why Saturn is also enemy of the sign, because Leo is the opposite side of Aquarius. So Saturn works good with Aquarius because it co-rules it, like that. That discipline, Aquarius is discipline, but it's mental discipline. Like that is logical, is discerning, is the king of swords, is objective, is rational, like that. Now, and people have issues with Aquarius emotionally. Now, or they'll look at Aquarius as not being emotional. Now, and it will be, I'm using Aquarius because with Saturn and enemy to the moon, and then Saturn with enemy to the sign, like that. Now, so, and because remember, enemy to the sun, because Leo is about the self. Saturn is about the self also, but with self-mastery. Now, and then it being enemy to the sun because Aquarius is about humanity. And Saturn rules the third dimensional state of consciousness, humanity in your actions here. Aquarius, and people not being able to have that one-on-one emotional connection with Aquarius, or feeling that Aquarius is distant, because Aquarius is a humanity sign, like that. It is humanity at large, not your individual emotional issues. Aquarius takes, if you come to Aquarius with an emotional issue, they filter it logically through the scope of humanity and seeing if that is an issue for humanity, and then they come up with genius ideas and incorporate it onto humanity to solution the problem for all, as opposed to it's about your own personal emotion. Aquarius is not a personal sign. It's a humanity sign. Humanity at large. What is best for humanity? At large. What is logical? What idea could be implemented that can have a purpose and a significant change for the positive on a grand scale, as opposed to how you're feeling about something regarding your day. Aquarius will give you a logical solution. And emotional people may not like that. Aquarius works grand scale humanity, like that. Everybody. Not just you being a part of humanity. Humanity as a whole. The opposite sign, Leo, is you, the individual, being a part of humanity. That's why Saturn is enemy to the sign. Because Leo is about the self. Opposite sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is about humanity. That's why people where they can't connect with the Aquarius emotionally, or the Aquarius is emotionally distant. Aquarius gets the emotional fulfillment from taking part in humanity. Humanity is more than one person. That's a plural. Like that. That's why the soulmate for Aquarius is Gemini, like that. Because Gemini is about your Gemini is society, but it's around your neighborhood, like that. It's like your siblings is Gemini. It's like as opposed to Sagittarius being the opposite. Sagittarius could be about Sagittarius in its own adventures and journeys, but with large scale, foreign people, foreign places. Gemini and Aquarius are soulmates because it's about communication. It's more the surface level. It's about people. Remember, Aquarius is the 11th house, humanity as a whole, not you as an individual. That's Leo. Now, and then Gemini is about gossip. No, Gemini is interacting with a lot of people also. So those two are soulmates because they don't make it about them two. They understand that their emotional fulfillment comes from humanity and what they can do together as soulmates regarding humanity, and that brings them emotional fulfillment like that. Now, and Saturn restricting anything that is one on one, so that because then that purpose can't be served. Just like Moon and Capricorn, Cancer being the polar opposite, Saturn being enemy to the Moon, because Cancer is the first of the water signs. That's the youngest. Scorpio is the middle and the most self-sustaining. That's why the Moon is involved in Scorpio. And then Pisces is the most evolved of the water sign, being the dark and the light, being all of it. The two fish in opposite directions, being the dark and the light, being both of it, the good and the bad of all of it. The most sensitive is Pisces, and the most strongest is Pisces. It's all of it. It's the oldest, like that. So that's how it is with Moon and Scorpio. Is involved because it is like Scorpio is a very individualistic. It's the most. It's like very regarding emotions. Is the strongest. Cancer is the youngest. So it bobs and weaves the L's of the floor of the ocean every day, moving. Cancer goes with those feelings. Cancer feeds off emotional dramas, like the emotionality of everybody around them is feeling everything, and it'll come to Capricorn bringing those issues. Capricorn is like, well, if I can't give you a productive, practical solution, don't bring me the emotional issues, because the purpose of Capricorn is to be self-mastery and get things done. Apply practical solutions, be mature, and not get caught up in emotional dramas. That's why Saturn is enemy to the Moon. It takes them away from that purpose. Just like with Aquarius, you bring in emotional dramas. Aquarius will look at how your individual emotional drama affects humanity on a wide scale, and will implement something for humanity. And Aquarius gets emotional fulfillment from humanitarian projects, not one-on-one projects. It'll always take you as an individual towards humanity. Because the opposite sign, Leo, is about you, the individual. Aquarius is connected emotionally to humanity at a greater scale. That's why it seems distant with one-on-one connections. Now, so it would be, even sometimes with their emotional connection to their family with Aquarius, it's like, it's humanity. Like, like that, because the humanitarian, and that's plural, and that's the emotional fulfillment. Like that. So, and just like Capricorn Moon, getting emotional fulfillment from work. They are connected to their emotions. When they're working, that's their emotional fulfillment comes from achievement and success. That's why they're always working. If you know where your emotional fulfillment comes from, what are you going to do? Always be doing that thing that gives you emotional fulfillment. Working like that. Achievement and success and accomplishments. Now, so those could be some of the difficult moon signs for people to deal with romantically. But it's easy because those moon signs have their soulmates. Aquarius has the Gemini as the soulmate. It doesn't mean that other signs don't vibe with the Aquarian energy. And I'm speaking moon specifically. It depends on whatever else they get in the chart. But that'll be the gist of how they vibe. It is according to what brings both emotional fulfillment. Gemini likes being out like that and socializing up close with his neighborhood and the people in it. Aquarius, humanity as a whole. So they'll get together and get their emotional fulfillment that they get as individuals without the partners. Together, they'll do things with humanity like that. A lot of ideas, a lot of talking, a lot of chit-chatting, a lot of socializing like that. Now, Capricorn, it would get it from, Moon would get it from, because remember, these are the types of partnerships that Saturn is bringing in, who Saturn rules like that. Okay, the signs that they rule are going to have a favorable time, and these are the type of people you all be connecting with. With this is with Capricorn. Capricorn has two karmic partners because remember, Saturn ruling Capricorn. Capricorn is about what was old-fashioned, like that, and what was traditional. So Capricorns are coming out of, this is how Capricorn would choose in their karmic partners. Eye candy, and I'm speaking of the Capricorn man. It would be eye candy. Now, that would be the Capricorn, or how in the old days you'll see the man with the woman on his arm and he's taking everywhere and showing off, but she doesn't have any brain cells. And then the Capricorn, because it's traditional, has to make the relationship official, meaning we'll put the woman in a house and expect the woman to do because there won't be any love there, it'll be the show off, it'll be the arm candy. But the Capricorn's nature is Capricorn has high standards and high expectations. So Capricorn, but in Capricorn is about traditional relationships, meaning you're going to be committed, living or married. Capricorn would get the eye candy, put it in a home environment, and expect it to perform to up the Capricorn standards and expectations like that. Meaning being like home nature like that. You know, but what attracted the Capricorn, this is what their first karmic partner, what attracted Capricorn to the person was the glitzy and glammy of the person that is brainless and being able to show them out the arm candy. But then but then Capricorn expects more than that because it will want to make a relationship committed like that and stable. So you're moving in or we're getting married, but Capricorn with the expectation would now be of the brainless, good-looking person to be homely, like doing that too, looking good and doing the home stuff. But Capricorn would choose based on won't be getting it with the brain instilled in the person. So it'll be like, and I'm gonna say this, that trying to make a whore into a housewife is Capricorn's first karmic partner, and they put them in the house. Capricorn's second karmic partner is Cancer. And a lot of people think, no, Cancer and Capricorn make the perfect partner because Capricorn is going out and working and representing the father, and Cancer is at home with the children and representing the mother. Well, Saturn is enemy to the moon. They are not soulmates. They're soulmates in theory. That would be Capricorn's karmic partner, duty partner. Capricorn would get the person to have a family and children, and the duty of Cancer would be to cook the food, clean the house, raise the children. Capricorn could or could not love the person. It'll be a duty karmic. This is the duty. Now, this out of duty would be that one. Cancer will fulfill the role of the mother and the wife. Capricorn will be fulfilling the role of the husband. There will be no understanding. They work at polar opposite end of the spectrum. Like that. Cancer is wanting to like maybe coddle the Capricorn or bring emotions in that distract the Capricorn. Cancer would bring other people's emotions in. What happened with their friends, what happened with family members, Cancer's own emotions that bob and weed every second. Cancer, Saturn isn't having that. That's why it's enemy to the moon, because it's going to cause the Capricorn to say, if I can't give you a productive solution to solve these people's problems, don't bring no problems to me. But Cancer strives off problems and emotions because it's the youngest. Scorpio moon is in fall like that. The moon in Scorpio is in fall because Scorpio is not dealing with other people's stuff. It's able to see beneath the surface. It's good at, Scorpio is good at people's emotions and seeing beneath the surface what their issues are and staying out of that and knowing that it's probably something wrong with them. But Cancer is like absorbing everything and feeling everything and bringing it all to Capricorn. So that's the Capricorn's other karmic partner. So it would be a duty relationship. Cancer go in there and cook. Cancer go wash the clothes. Cancer go wash the dishes. Cancer go feed the children. And Capricorn will be ignoring the emotional side of Cancer and focused on work. And there will be no love, because without understanding, there's going to be no love. That's why Virgo is Capricorn's soulmate. Virgo is the soulmate of Capricorn. Like that. Or somebody with a lot of Virgo in their chart. Not all Virgos, but Virgo overall is the soulmate of Capricorn. Why? Because Capricorn wants somebody that is independent. Cancers usually aren't. They're dependent on the emotionality of externally down. Family members, all that, needing to dwell in that. Saturn is about mature emotions and self-containment. Like that, and not getting into that, being mature like that, giving productive solutions. And if it's not welcome, it's immature like that, and it's just about keeping the emotionality alive and all of that. Virgo is the hermit, is wisdom, like that, is mature, is old. The hermit represents old maturity, is sanctity and wanting to be in peace like that. Not getting caught up in emotional dramas either. Wanting to be in peace. Being in purity is Virgo. Virgo and the Capricorn will have an understanding like that. Because Virgo is grounded. It likes to be by itself just like Capricorn does. Cancer doesn't want to be by itself. That's why that's why Saturn is enemy to the moon, because it takes Capricorn away from the purpose. So Cancer's life in Capricorn, Cancer's position in Capricorn's life would be about duty, the duty to fulfill, like that, you know. And it works well in theory. Virgo, Capricorn's love partner is Virgo, because Virgo, there will be an understanding. Capricorn likes to be by itself so that it can fulfill its purpose with work and get that emotional fulfillment from there. Virgo likes being by itself because it's mature, like that. And it likes its alone time. It's the hermit. It has its own things that it does that is productive and it needs time to do. It doesn't want anything attached to them either, just like Capricorn does it, like that. And they both have the individual things that bring them emotional fulfillment, like that. So the time that they come together, there'll be a great understanding. The Virgo will admire the Capricorn for his hard work, energy, and effort, which is what Capricorns wants, and his reliability and dependability. And the Virgo will also admire Capricorn for being able to be by itself working and not messing with the Virgo. And because the Virgo is the most independent of all signs. The hermit is the most independent. The hermit is by itself. Like that, it emotionally validates. It's the hermit. It's wisdom. It's seclusion. And happy in it, like that. It self-validates, is hermit, like that. Now, it is many lifetimes. It is the most independent. And then you have Aquarius, and then you have Capricorn, and then you have Sagittarius, like that, the most independent. So Virgo will be admiring the Capricorn for that. Capricorn will admire the Virgo because the Virgo is a homebody. Virgo in his higher octave is a homebody. Even Cancer in his higher octave, in his highest elevated state, isn't the match for Capricorn. Like that. Virgo is a homebody. Capricorn will admire that in the Virgo. Virgo usually doesn't party a lot. I have to be around a lot of people, because Virgo is the hermit and gets his own things and stuff done. Virgo doesn't have to be babysat because it likes its alone time. And it's not going to try to babysit the Capricorn. Like that. Virgo is practical and grounded and mature and trustworthy. And isn't going to be changing with the tides of the ocean unless it has a moon in it. Virgo is mature. The Capricorn can respect the Virgo because the Capricorn has high expectations, like that. The Capricorn expects the Virgo's individuality. The Capricorn will be interested in the Virgo's day, interested in what the Virgo is doing because the Virgo does things by itself, like that it likes to do by itself. The Virgo is productive and grounded. The Virgo is wisdom and gives wise advice. So the Capricorn will respect that out of the Virgo. The Capricorn will start doing for the Virgo what the Cancer was trying to do for it. The Capricorn male will. The Capricorn male will be very attentive to the Virgo because the Virgo is very different. It's the soulmate. The Virgo is very calming. The Virgo is in emotional dramas. The Virgo is in his high octave. The Virgo is stable. The Virgo is somebody that the Capricorn can respect. The Capricorn is somebody that the Virgo understands. And they both like their time alone. So their time together is very unique to them. Doing things that one another like, or just being in one another's energy, like that. Spending time alone with one another, like that, and bonding like that. The Capricorn will be very interested in the Virgo's day, because the Virgo's day will have been productive and involving the Virgo, and that's it, like that. Not the people and the emotionality and the problem and the drama. Because the first thing when the Cancer brings their feeling, all the people and the emotion, Virgo, the Capricorn is serious and say, okay, this is the solution. But Cancer is looking at the feelings and the feeling like that, and then every day is a problem like that. So that Capricorn won't respect the Cancer. The Cancer give a duty position. Duty, that's a karmic partner, because Saturn is enemy to the moon. Your duty is to watch this, your duty is for the tree, and then Capricorn to stay away from the house, like that. But it has Cancer in there doing it. It's like that. But the Virgo is the partner. And the Virgo could be traditional, but it'll mean something different to the Capricorn. The Capricorn will see the Virgo as an equal, like that. If the person has a lot of Virgo in their chart and they have moon in Cancer, that Virgo will balance it out, like that. If the person has Virgo, but then Mars in Cancer or something like that, or Venus in Cancer, that'll work good with the Capricorn, because the Virgo will override it and create the balance, like that. That's Capricorn's soulmate, like that. And any other earth sign, but Virgo is the one, like that, or somebody with a lot of Virgo in their chart. That's the one for Capricorn, most definitely. Now, because there's an understanding. Without an understanding, there's no respect and there's no love like that. They function at the same emotional, what brings them emotional fulfillment, and it's usually their alone time in getting things done, being productive. Their individuality with Virgo is the most individual sign. It's the most independent sign is the Hermit, because it's the time alone like that. That sacred time alone. It's Cancer has to connect like that in tentacles in the most, because the youngest of the water signs. Even Scorpio with the moon, as I stated, is in fall because it doesn't do that like that. And then Pisces is the fish all over all everywhere like that. It doesn't. Pisces doesn't really. Well, it's the oldest, so it doesn't. It's the fish. It's always moving like that. So the connection is different. So it's different. Now, so that's the Capricorn. So those of you that are going into romantic relationships, you're going to be highly likely to find partners that is your real soulmate. Because Saturn doesn't want you to waste your time with unproductive like that and mismatch. It's choosing from a space of maturity. And what happens, the reason that it's hard for Capricorn, men most specifically, to encounter their Virgo person. Now, and remember, the person can have a lot of Virgo in their chart mixed with water. Or they can have Virgo in their chart mixed with air would be good with Capricorn. Or Virgo in their chart mixed with water, but the Virgo the most like that. And then any other earth sign, but that Virgo part would be the most like that. So any other earth sign I meant. The reason that Capricorn can't encounter Virgo is because Capricorns, their karmic partners, is the first one. The glitzy and the glammy attracts the Capricorn, because Capricorn's first karmic partner is the eye candy. So they'll be with people that the Virgo is going to be at home or somewhere important, doing the things that Capricorn respects and wants out of a committed partner, like in solitude, painting, or in nature, things that Virgo do, working with work or on some type of project like that, things that Capricorn respect, because Capricorn is also about work. You know, Virgo is the sixth house of work and being of service. Capricorn is about their status in the world like that. So there's a lot of respect and understanding. So the Capricorn doesn't usually come across Virgo, because Virgo is usually in or busy or inside like that, or you know how Virgos are a bit doing like that. They'll come across their first karmic partner, the eye candy, or be out there, yay, glitzy and glammed all up and glitzy and glammed all up like that. So they'll get that and try to put it in the house. And then they'll want it to, and they'll be like, yeah, I can show this person out, and that'll attract the Capricorn man. They'll be like, yeah, I can show them like that. And then he'll try to make the committed relationship and put it in a house, because Saturn is like commit like that. So it's like, but then in the Capricorn's expectations, okay, now perform. But the Capricorn won't even be in love, because it's not the soulmate. It'll be a karmic partner. Just like with the Cancer, it'll be about, it looks good in theory, mother, father, like that. But Capricorn would never emotionally connect, because Cancer's connected to everybody else. So there's no understanding in all the emotional drama. And so Capricorn will void the Cancer out, and the relationship will be about Cancer's duty. Cancer works better with another Cancer or Virgo also, but not with Capricorn. That's a karmic partner like that. Now, it'll work with Virgo, Cancer will, until it doesn't. Because Virgo is a very independent. The Hermit will have to go and have his alone time like that. So, and it's like wisdom. So it will be Cancer's emotional dramas, all that. It'll be about Virgo apply wisdom to the experiences but sometimes emotional people don't want solutions. They just want, and then Virgo, it'll have to withdraw too much and spend too much of time alone, because the emotions and it's the wisdom like that. It's old soul is Virgo. So the Cancer's match would be another Cancer, a Taurus, because Taurus will lay back and let the Cancer cater to it. Because Taurus is like laid back, like with the feet and the good wine, it let the Cancer do that. So it would be, okay, so, you know, Leo maybe, because Leo is about me. So if the Cancer is going to make it about the Leo and take care of the Leo be okay with that. But too much water is going to put that fire out like that. So put the passion out. With all the emotions, it puts out the fire. like that. So it's like Cancer's best match is a Cancer or a earth sign combination balanced with water or something like that. But it's not the Capricorn, and that's obvious. Okay, everyone, until next time, that's what I wanted to share. And also, Capricorn women, my ex-husband, his Venus was in Capricorn. Me and him are Sagittarius. So they're born a day apart, but his Venus is in Capricorn, like that. So and my moon is in Capricorn. Somebody with their moon and your Venus, like that. Or a Capricorn with somebody with their Mars in Cancer, just a little bit of the Cancer, but a lot of earth and air. It'll be more, because the Capricorn needs somebody they can trust and respect. And that's going to be like, it's going to be in accordance to the person's maturity, and that's what Capricorn is going to respect. That's what Capricorn is going to trust. The person is okay by themselves. The person isn't bringing emotional dramas. The person isn't running the street like that, and the Capricorn respects that, not bringing all these people's problems and not being all like that. The person can be by themselves. The person is self-contained and self-actualized. That's why Capricorn and Virgo are soulmates, like that, because Virgo is the hermit. Like that. So you are going to be coming across those types of parents, and that would be emotionally fulfilling, just like Aquarius with Gemini, very emotionally fulfilling, like that. Okay, everyone, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.